Alright guys, well I'm back today with another flashlight review by Olight, and this is their R50 Pro Seeker. This guy is pretty interesting, and I was trying to find a place for it, and after trying it out for a little while, I really have discovered the perfect kind of use for a flashlight like this. Now something like this with the entire kit, which we'll talk about in a minute, runs about $150, but the reason why I kind of pushed this review through is today, the 29th, this guy is actually on sale for 40% off if you follow the link in the description below to the Olight web store. So that's 40% off, which really dramatically drops the price and in my opinion makes this a high value light, especially for very specific tasks. So the first thing you'll notice is this guy is 3200 lumens, yet it's actually a rather small flashlight. Let's open it up and see how it comes. Before I do that, I really quickly want to go over these main specs. It's got a total of 50 hours of runtime, I'm assuming on a certain setting, which we'll look through that manual. I haven't really looked at the hours versus lumens. We'll do that in a second. And it's IPX waterproof rated, which is really nice, and that's something I want to talk about, especially for what you would actually use this for. So it explains how it's locked into place, and you'll need to undo that and specifically remove certain things to get it to turn on. But this is the light itself, which is actually a rather small light, yet it packs a lot of features in at a very reasonable price point. It comes packaged really nicely, and it comes with a nice sheath that you can put everything in, and then Velcro it onto your belt or MOLLE attachments, which is really nice. Then you can actually pop this guy out and pop this guy out. And then you can open up everything in here, and it's an entire box full of gear, which we'll take a look at right now. So this guy is an entire kit, and what I believe this is specifically set up for is duty use, searchlight or a floodlight or a spotlight. Now I say a spotlight, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I believe this is really nice because it's got a lot of mounting options that just clip off the back and stick, and they Velcro, and then it's got a charging base which is magnetic, and it just clips into place. So I turned it on, and it actually holds it really secure, so you can mount this somewhere either on your nightstand or actually in your car, which I think that's going to be a good option for this guy because it comes with a car charger and a wall charger. So that is really nice, and it's got a rechargeable battery. So let's pull all this stuff out and then take a look at the instruction manual and go over all of those settings and then tell you what I think this would be good for and how it's been working for me. So now let's go through the modes. When you turn it on, it remembers the very last setting, and then it cycles between low, medium, high as you hold it down. So the low setting is 60 lumens at 50 hours. The medium setting is 400 lumens for 7.5 hours. The high setting is 1000 lumens. It's actually, well, it's 1500 lumens for the first 10 minutes, and then it drops down to 1000 lumens for 160 minutes. Then you double click it, and it goes to a blinding 3200 lumens for the first 1.5 minutes, and it drops down to 1000 lumens for 150 minutes. So what that does is it prevents it from overheating. But let's talk about why you would need that blinding 3200 lumens and how it projects at a distance and over a wide field of view. Alright guys, well I'm outside right now and I want to show you the modes. So this is the low mode. Let's switch to the medium. And you can see that this is not necessarily a spotlight, but a floodlight. It expands a large search area, and it's about 100 yards to the road right now. And I can see it, well it's actually about 150 yards to the road, 175 yards to the tree line. I can see it with my eyes, but it's really hard to make everything out. Now there's the brightest setting. You can actually see the road and the tree line very good at this point. But again, it's more of a wash or a floodlight, not necessarily a spotlight. So this is great for searching large areas, but it may not throw as far as some other pocket spotlights. Now I'm going to double click it and go to the turbo mode, which this just lights up. I mean, my front yard's about 2 acres, and it lights up the entire 2 acres with a double click. So this is great for searching for law enforcement, EMS, search and rescue, stuff like that, or you want to scan over your land. Again, the maximum throw distance with this guy, I mean, I can see to about 150 to 175 yards, but everything is still just a little bit dim, but it covers an entire 2 acres. So as you can see, this guy completely lights up the entire front yard at a distance. And again, where this really shines is the fact that this is a searchlight, not a spotlight, and there is a big difference. As I learn more and more about high quality flashlights, there's a few different options at this price range and at this size. what you're really looking at for something like this is for 200 yards and in to search a large area. Now, there are other flashlights that throw a spot a lot further, but you're confined to a very small space to search. So something like this is perfect for a patrol car, security, or something where you're going to be searching a large area and scanning a large area, but closer than 200 yards in my opinion. This guy works ideally for 100 yards and in, searching a large area because that field of view is huge compared to some other pocket spotlights. Is this something to really throw a light out at a distance for a bright specific area like a spotlight? No. Again, there are other spotlights better than that, but this guy is impressive, especially for what it does to search a large area. So if you like this light, go ahead and check out the link in the description below to Olight's website because they are 40% off today and you can get them with a ton of different options like all of these chargers, mounts, and different things like that to really get it set up for your specific needs. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.